Right, so before we
Get that on the outtakes. Get that on the outtakes.
let's start again. So this video, like the rest of them at night, is beautiful. Sponsored by, that doesn't make sense. We'll keep going. Buy one football. I can't make sense myself. My voice is going. If you haven't seen the fans, well, you would have seen the fans on the TV if you weren't here the night. Phenomenal. This video is sponsored by One Football. That's what I'm trying to say. Get it downloaded. It's free. It'll tell you all about the stats. Leicester, yes, dominate possession, but it's not. It's the goals what count. Johnny, who's that team we call United?
Who's that team we all adore, because they were absolutely brilliant today. When you think about Newcastle, you think about as a city, working people, and you know, Rafa Benitez got a tattoo spot on.
Tell us what you think of the game.
Good.
What are you good?
Good.
What do you think?
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, when you think about Newcastle people, you know, working God knows how many hours in a week to watch Newcastle play on a Saturday, that is the sort of performance you want from your
people
players.
People don't realise that we're not going to get home till 3-4, and this is the small. We're not going to win a trophy, but these are the small moments throughout the season that you're going to cherish.
Yeah, definitely. And like for me, you know, from first whistle to last, there was only one team that really wanted it. You could tell that it was disappointment from the Crystal Palace game last week, but it was absolutely brilliant to see. Just an outstanding team performance. People might call us boring in terms of like just putting 5 at the back, but you know what? Leicester City 0, Newcastle 1. I'll repeat that again because I'd rather have that every single week.
And I think it's the first time in probably a long time that just random fans are just coming in and just butting in a couple of times, walking past and stuff. And it's actually nice to see the mood and the atmosphere is amongst the fans was phenomenal. Who played better tonight, the fans or the team? And it's a great question.
I think it links both together. You know, if the fans sing the heart out, if the fans sing the heart out, I'm sure you would have watched it on the telly tonight how much we did, how like us as fans put our part in it. Then it helps the team. So I can't like pick one out. But if you don't have the fans, the team don't play well. But the team have got to deliver for us to sing our hearts out. But you know what? From first minute to last, I think when we saw Almiron get into the game and have a couple of little runs, and Perez and Rondon,
free kick.
Oh, do you know, he was so unlucky. I was hoping the goal line technology was going to blow, but I don't think it was that close. But do you know what? It's getting closer and closer to another free kick goal because these last couple he's had have been really, really good. And you know, hopefully it's next week against Southampton. But he was brilliant today, Rondon. He was absolutely brilliant today. His hold-up play. You might not get to see this if you watch this on TV, but when you see a whole view, I think that's Colo Torre there. You know, I've got a feeling that's Colo Torre that's just driven past. But we're not sure the car just in case it is. But he wouldn't have liked to face him.
Yeah.
You know, Solomon Rondon for me is what we're asking for. It's what we're begging for, and 16.5 million looks an absolute snippet of a price.
Can I stop you there? When we were walking up before, when we went and get back to the camera, there's a Leicester fan walking next to us. What did he say to you?
He said to us, what a player, kind of. He was like, we need him.
And our joke Don goes, don't go nicking him.
Yeah, because look at Lee Charney, Mike Ashley. They'll go, 16.5 million for a 29-year-old. Nah, we don't want that. Get that DVD if they do DVDs anymore. Get a tape of that performance, because that is why we need a striker like him, and we need players like Almiron as well like him. Because when Rafa gets money, I would say 90% of the time since he's been at Newcastle, he delivers.
It's nice for Perez as well, because you know he has had stick throughout the season and he's been great form. Dipped recently, come back a little bit again. When he came over and tried to. You knew he was the hero, you knew that, but you didn't want to try and milk it. You kind of like felt, I don't know, it was like, I'm coming over, I love this club, and we've criticised him. We've said, look, you shouldn't be coming out and saying, but you just didn't know how to embrace it, did he?
I don't know whether he was going to do that, or he was going to clap, but you know what? It was nice to see him go over to the fans straight away. Sky Sports were waiting for him to do an interview.
Yeah, he just walked off in the corner
but he wanted to come and celebrate with us because he knew how important it was. He probably recognised the fact that we were, you know, chanting his name, we were, you know, supporting the team. And look, eventually he will leave the club because, you know, he will want to go back to Spain. But as long as he's at Newcastle and he puts in performances like that, I don't care, to be honest with you. You know, at the minute, he's shutting all the critics up. Like I've tried to defend him a lot, especially when he wasn't playing poorly, because we've seen the Championship, he was having poor games in the Championship, but he has good games in the Premier League.
It was a very Rondon-esque header, like getting very sheer but getting in front of your man, flicking it on.
I've said to Kyle, it's such a more difficult thing to do is to head from the front post, and it makes it more difficult for the goalkeeper because he doesn't expect it, but he gets the headlines and Newcastle are going to be safe for another season.
Yeah, I kind of get that with the fans. I know we've got the performance to talk about, but when the vlog comes out, just watch it. The fans gone absolutely nuts around her. And Kyle's just chatting on, tarting himself in the corner over there, saying about Leicester's a beautiful place. So where do we go here? Are we safe now? Can we now finally say, thank God we're safe?
Yes, I think, we're 10 points clear of Cardiff. Yes, they've got 2 games in hand. However, the next 2 games are Burnley and Brighton. Yes, they could capable of winning both of those games, but
you want a Burnley win still this weekend?
You do,
just
yeah.
To be safe.
You do, but you're saying to Cardiff, right, you're 10 points and you've got 6 games, so they're not going to win 4 games out of the last 6 that go above us, in my opinion. Hopefully I don't have to eat my words, but for me...
Yeah, you already have today. So there's a Leicester fan a bit bitter. Yeah, we've won it 4 times actually. Tell a lie. 4 times, get a lead. 6 times FA Cup. There's a bit of Leicester fan walking past. He's a bit upset tonight. Bless him.
Yeah, but I think Leicester would have rather won tonight and next week and next week. Actually, no, I'm contradicting myself a little bit.
They've won 4 in a row there. And they won 5 out of 6. It was a great win.
It is. They've only lost
the informed team along with Liverpool and City.
Yeah, but they've only lost to Watford.
Yeah,
exactly. And I think that manager deserves manager of the season.
Watford.
Yeah.
Have you got to?
I think. I know it's slightly off topic, but I think what he's done for the club, they're potentially still in the fight for the Europa League. I think they're in the Europa League regardless if in the FA Cup, and everyone kind of tipped Watford to be in and around the relegation battle. So yeah, I'd go for Watford. But let's get back on Newcastle. Let's get back on tonight. The fact that we've won. I think for us we're safe now. I think we just need to maybe get one more win just to completely nail it in the coffin, but I would say we're 99% there because Cardiff aren't going to win 4 or 5 out of the last 6. I don't know how many games they've won this season, but I don't think they've won 5. But we'll see how it plans out.
All right, we'll share from Rafa because I think he's in a good mood.
Yes.
Rafa, how about you?
Rafa, I know it's not mathematical, but your fans were celebrating like it's another season in the Premier League. Is there a feeling that might have been it?
Yeah, I think that they have to enjoy, obviously, because it was a good game against a good team. We did really well, so you can give credit to our players. They were working so hard, and I think that this relationship between players and fans means a lot for us. And then you could see from the first minute until the last minute, the players trying to do their best and the fans doing the same.
When you work on things tactically and they're executed that well, does it give you a sense of pride as a coach?
Yeah, obviously, as a coach, you always have a game plan, and normally in Blackmore is always right. So it depends on the players later on. And today they did really well. So again, I would say you can prepare whatever you want to prepare, but it depends on them if they make the difference or not.
Right, so that was Rafa Benitez. Now, you probably didn't say that, but he's actually come out and spoken about the potential. Obviously, when Rafa does well, he likes to come on the pitch and milk it, rightly so. Every Newcastle manager and player does it. He's talking, is that a hint? Is he throwing something? It's not so much at us. He's chucking it back at Mike Ashley, Charlie, saying, this is what I can potentially do with one arm tied behind me back.
What more does this guy have to do to get what he wants at this football club? Can you not just give him the DVD of this game? Seriously, he
seriously wants this DVD, doesn't he?
I'm not being funny, but the thing is, right? You've seen
the night of Leicester.
Yeah, but we've seen performances this season that Newcastle don't win leagues, they don't win cups. Yeah. This is as good as it gets, right? I'm going to say Newcastle have beaten Manchester City this season in the Premier League. Since January, no other team has beaten Man City in the league. Only Tottenham have beat them in the Champions League, right? This is the sort of calibre of the manager that we've got, and I feel that we've been linked with Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers couldn't do what we've done tonight. There's no way he could have done that tonight. I can't think of many more managers unless they've got the spending power that can do that. Rafa Benitez is tactically, if you take away the top 6, and I've said this before, he is the best of the rest. Without a doubt. If you're looking at 7th place as Leicester, Brendan Rodgers, 8th, Nuno Espirito Santo, he's had a good season, but you have to say you need to see more seasons. Javi Gracia's had a great season, but they don't compare with Rafa Benitez. We've got to tie this guy down. If Ashley's not going to do it, sell the club. Hopefully Dave Kitson might be right, whoever Dave Kitson is. But do you know what? If you're not going to do it, give it to somebody else. If you are going to stay, back the man. It was a fantastic article. I can't remember which newspaper it was, but when he was at Napoli, he sold Edinson Cavani for 60 million, and he brought in 4 or 5 players and around about 51 million. So the club still had 9 million from that, and then they brought in Koulibaly, Callahan, and they've Albios. Koulibaly's been linked with Man United for £90 million. £90 million. They could basically ask their price for him, especially for Man United. all over the place in the centre half. This is why Mike actually has to have a rethink. But you know, potentially we might only have 4 games left with this manager. It's crazy.
That leaves me nicely on to. So Rafa's probably going to speak to Charlie and all that. We don't want to talk about this too much about that because the performance was great tonight. Check the player ratings, check Kyle's quick thoughts, the vlog, as I've touched upon. But my only dwindle negative is, we're safe. Does the season like dwindle out, or can we go and enjoy it now? Now it's like the pressure's off. Do we play better without pressure or with pressure?
No, because every team bar Fulham has something to play for that we've got left. Southampton aren't safe, Brighton aren't safe, Liverpool looking to win.
Imagine if Rafa does that.
Liverpool looking to win the title, and Fulham have got nothing to play for. So yes, you could say that when we play Fulham, but for the next 3 games as this league table stands, no. I think Southampton is on the television, Brighton's on the television. You know, they're not going to put poor performances against them. I think it'd be nice to end the season. I would like to see us win 1 more home game before the end of the season, and Southampton is a better chance than Liverpool. And Southampton and Brighton have got something to play for. Liverpool as well, and we know how much quality they've got. But Liverpool could potentially might have Barcelona or Man United in a semi-final of a Champions League in the middle of us. So we're going to have a full week's rest, and I think it will benefit us.
We need a rest as well, Johnny. We're travelling daft hours, so I think the drive, it's going to be good on the way up, isn't it, Kyle? Can I just quickly say, one of the managers at work, Chris, you know, he was meant to be coming down here with his son tonight as the Newcastle team bus just passes by. That was the tune coach.
You know, he was going to come down with his with his son as well, and they just had a little girl today. So congratulations to him and his family. I'm sure he'll be buzzing. I'm sure he'll be wetting the baby's head with 3 points today. So congratulations to him.
I bet he's missing out coming here though, isn't he?
No,
kind of dig him out.
I can't say that.
He won't on camera. I bet he does off camera. Thank you very much, everybody. Check all the videos out. Oh, let's go, yeah, mate. Let's go and sing. Cheers. Bye bye.